sorry, didn't see you there. You caught me admiring my figures, which I do often. I really love the figure collection that I have. I'm really proud of it. Same with my manga. That's why I have my manga and my figures proudly displayed in the background of my videos. But I have more than just what you can see in my videos. So, today, I thought we'd just have a chill little video where I go through and show you all of my figures and all of my manga. So, sit back and enjoy. So this is the entire collection. I'm just kind of sitting on the couch, leaning back, trying to get the full scale of it. We'll take a look at every shelf individually in a little bit, but I just want to get you the gist of what we're looking at. I only have 2 Detolfs at the moment, but it will definitely expand. Also, I will adjust this now. Yes, that is a chalkboard in the background. I live in a school. So anyway, let's take a look at Detolf number 1. Alright, this is Detolf number 1, shelf number 1, and this is the Yukino Shrine. Yukino is honestly my waifu, and I love her from Origairu, so of course we have to have 4 of her. In the back there we have Kotobukiya's Yukino. She was one of the first figures I got, and she is absolutely gorgeous. Right next to her, in the middle, is Revolve's lingerie Yukino. She's also a really pretty figure. I might be blurring her, I don't know. She's covered up, but YouTube might not like her. Right over here, sitting down, we have Yukino, also from Kotobukiya. She released with the 2nd season, and she got the re-release. She got a re-release, I have the re-release. Also, there's a Yui that goes with her. I have no interest in getting the Yui that goes with her. And right here we have Yukino's Nendoroid. Now, I really did not want to get this Nendoroid, but I ended up getting it anyway. And I, paid double the price for her, but I was like, it's fine. Literally, a month later, they re-released her. I can't believe I spent, way more money on a figure I didn't even want, and then they literally just gave her a re-release. I don't know. Live and learn. But anyway, that is the Yukino Shrine. On to shelf number 2. Alright, Detolf number 1, shelf number 2. Here we have my little Love is War collection, and some pop-up parades in the front. Back there we have Waves, Chikado Chika. She is such a good figure. I love the Chika dance from the ending in Kaguya-sama, this first season. But this figure captures it, perfectly. Look at the movement. Look at her feet. It's just a perfect figure. I had to get this one. Next to her, we have Hayasaka. I do not remember who made her, but she looks really pretty. Also, there is a Hayasaka that just got, they revealed a Hayasaka, a couple months ago. She's in, a maid outfit, but, a bikini maid outfit. That figure is gorgeous. I will definitely be getting her, and she will get prime placement next to this Hayasaka. And we have the pop-up parades. We have, going from left to right, Ryoko, Chika, and Maple. Now, I haven't finished, what anime is Ryoko from? Kill la Kill, right. I haven't finished Kill la Kill, but one day I will. I just bought her because I knew I would like Kill la Kill, and I do. Chika in the middle, going with the Chika in the back, and Best Girl Maple. Not in the cat girls. Also, the Yukino Nendoroid from earlier, she had the cat ears. She has the cat ears because it makes her look different than the others. Yeah, not because I like cat girls. Anyway, moving on to shelf number 3. Here we have shelf number 3 with just 3 miscellaneous Nendoroids. We got Monica, Megami, and Nyanners. We'll start with the Monica. Monica is my favorite girl from Doki Doki Literature Club. It helps that she's a brunette with a ponytail. But a funny story about Monica. in like 2017 when DDLC first came out, my friend was like trying to get another one of our friends to like play DDLC, and he finally did. But like the whole time I was like, yeah man, Monica's so, I love Monica, she's great. And this other friend, he came in, he was like, you all got me to play this game. And he was so upset about us tricking him into playing this game. The camera is shaking. But anyway, he like looked at me and he was like, you like Monica? And I was like, yeah, of course. She's cute. But I got the game in the background there, which I think looks amazing. Really goes well with the figure. And then over here we have the best girl from Food Wars, Megami. You guys know that I love Food Wars. If you haven't watched my series where I cook all the food from Food Wars, you should totally go check that out. But yeah, this Megami was actually the first figure that I ever bought. So she kicked me down the rabbit hole hard. But I got her with her nervous expression because, honestly, mood. And then over here we have Nyanners, still not into cat girls, but I've watched a lot of Nyanners in my day. She might be one of my favorite VTubers ever. And you should definitely all go check her out. But yeah, on to shelf number 4. Okay, one, ignore the cables. 2, there's a lot of blurring going on. These are my lewdest figures that I have. And so I don't normally collect sets, but this is like the only set that I'm going to complete. And of course it has to be the lewd couch set from frickin' Saikano. We got Utaha, we got Eriri. I'll get the Megami one day, but it's just, figures are so expensive, man. But I'll get her. So yeah, we're not going to spend too much time on this one because I don't want YouTube to yell at me. So moving on to the second Detolf. Alright, moving at a pretty brisk pace here. I could probably slow it down. But here we have Jean Bart by, I think it's Wings Inc. I'll have to double check. I'll probably put it in post. But this figure is gorgeous. I'm trying to get a good shot of her here just to show you how beautiful she is. She is my biggest figure by far, and she's amazing. She's also very annoying. Let me come around here. Back there are a bunch of wine glasses, and they do not want to stay put. Moving her is a pain. Putting them on was a hassle and a half. But yeah, just really pretty figure from Azure Lane. And there is a very funny story about her. So my figures, I actually used to keep them at my grandparents because when I lived with my mom, she had a really small apartment and I didn't have anywhere to put these. So I just kind of had them at my grandparents. And my aunt came over unexpectedly one day with my 9-year-old cousin. And my aunt knew that I had a lot of Lego in my room, which I did, as well as the figures that you see here. But my aunt was like, hey, Devin, you should take your cousin into your room and show him the Lego. And I was like, okay, that's a great idea. I stand up, I take one step, and I go, uh-oh, that was a horrible idea. Mistakes were made, because I have all of these, which you have already seen in this video. So I just like, I'm like panicking. I'm like, okay, there's nothing here that he's gonna see that's like bad. Like the ones we saw before that I had to blur, those were hiding in a closet. It's fine. So we get through it, everything's fine. And then we come to this figure. And I'm like, oh, Jean's okay. She's covered up. And like we're standing by her and I'm showing off the Razor Crest, the Lego Razor Crest from The Mandalorian. And I turn away to put it down, and when I turn back to look at him, he's just dead staring at her, because he is perfectly at her level. And I then realize that she just has half her ass ass cheek just hanging out, and I'm like, uh-oh, I might be in trouble over this one. So, yeah. Anyway, hide your figures, guys. Especially if little kids are gonna show up. Anyway, moving on to the next shelf. Alright, moving on to shelf number 1 of the Detolf number 2. Also, the lighting's a little different because I turned the light off. Hopefully that's a little bit better. I'm trying, guys. I'll get a hold of this YouTube thing one day. Hopefully. Anyway, figures. So we have 2 scales and 2 Nendoroids, and we'll start in the back left with Mega Mikado Racing version. She is from Saikano, just like the 2 figures that I had to blur out. Realizing that I have quite a lot of Saikano figures. I'm not that big of a Saikano fan. I guess I just like the characters. But yeah, Megami Racing is really cute and adorable. I love her pose. I love her little outfit. I love her hat. I love her umbrella. She's really cute. Highly recommend picking her up. Here we have Mega Mikado as a Nendoroid. Brunette with a ponytail. Can't go wrong. Moving on to the back of the Detolf, we have Canon from Love Live Sunshine. This figure by Alter is probably one of my favorite figures I own. Alter is such a good manufacturing company, and you'll see that Alter makes some really stunning figures. But yeah, this figure's amazing, and there's a certain feature with her that's really interesting. A certain part of her is made of silicone, so it's squishier than the rest of her. I'll let you fill in the details on what part is squishier than the rest. But anyway, moving on. Here we have the best girl from Love Live Sunshine, Yu Watanabe. Look at how cute she is. I'm not a huge Love Live fan, but I've only seen 1 season of Sunshine. But Yu Watanabe is just really cute. Anyway, that's all I have to say. Some really cute figures in this one. But I'm moving on to shelf number 2. Alright, shelf number 3 of Detolf number 2 is a little Fate collection that I have. All Saber faces because I like Saber. She's really cute. Anyway, we're gonna get a close-up of this first figure because this one is gorgeous. Focus up here. Alright, this is Alter's Rider Alter, or excuse me, these figures have really long names. It is Alter's Artoria Pendragon Rider Alter. Wait, I'll get it eventually. Alter's Artoria Pendragon Rider Alter 1/7. There it is. Jeez. Anyway, this figure is fantastic. She is absolutely gorgeous. Down to every last detail. This is tied with Canon for my favorite figure that I own. Again, she's from Alter. And you can actually change out her body so that the jacket comes off and you can take the skirt off. But I display it more clothed because I love the movement of the jacket, like falling down her arm. Also, like, look at the sculpt on that side boob. Like, this figure is fantastic. I need to move on or I will gush about it all day. Moving on here to, I believe this is a Good Smile figure. It is Saber's heroic traveling, or Saber Alter heroic traveling version. Jeez. Why do the Fate characters have such convoluted names? But anyway, ponytail, again, I like ponytails. You will come to find that about me. But yeah, her outfit is really cute. I love the groceries. I love the little coffee cup. I love her base. This is just a really solid figure. Then over here we have Saber, regular Saber this time, so I don't have to worry about alters and riders and sabers and all the BS. But yeah, Saber, Good Smile Racing. She is also part of a set, but I don't really care about the other figures in her set, so we just have her. As you can see, I don't really collect sets all that often. I only have the one Maple Pop-Up Parade, even though they're fairly cheap, but I could get all of them, but I only really like Maple. Anyway, enough about Maple. Yeah, this is another solid figure, another figure with a ponytail, and I love the color. And I think we should just move on to shelf number 3. Did I say this was shelf number 3? This is shelf number 2. I got messed up because of the top. I'm not redoing this. We're gonna move on. All right, sitting on the floor again for confirmed shelf number 3 of the TOLF number 2. This is just a miscellaneous kind of action show or action shelf. Also, there are 3 dudes. They are the only dudes I own, but I do not only own waifus. I'm not super crazy about all of these figures. That's why they're all kind of clumped together. We'll start in the back like I've been doing. Signet from Azure Lane by Union Creative. She's a figure, I own her. I actually, she's broke because I dropped her once. The little thing that sticks up at the top of her little backpack that she has, that kind of came loose. It stuck back in there and it's going the right direction, but yeah, it came loose, but it's fine. If I dropped one of the altar figures, I would be very upset about it, but she can have a little bit of damage. Right next to her, we have Spike's Pop-Up Parade from Cowboy Bebop. Let's see if I can get a little close up there. Yep, we got Spike from Cowboy Bebop, his Pop-Up Parade. Pretty solid Pop-Up Parade. I should say that I do really like the Pop-Up Parades. That's why I own a couple of them. The bases can be hit or miss, but the quality of the figure is really good for the price. Good Smile did a good job with this line. And next to him, we have another scale figure. We have K2 from Girls Frontline. I don't play Girls Frontline. I just kind of got her because, honestly, her and Signet, I just kind of bought on a whim. I don't know why I own them, but I own them anyway, and they're here. But she is really cute. I like her gun. I like her pose. Moving on. Then in the front here, we have a Kantai Collection Figma of Kashima. She was pretty cheap. It was the Tom sale, and I was like, she's cute. I just kind of picked her up for a little cheap. Again, I don't really care for a lot of figures in this shelf. Except for my man Denji with the Pop-Up Parade. This figure is pretty awesome. It is a little like flat with some of the shading, but it's still an awesome figure. I kind of wish I would have got the Artifacts J figure instead of the Pop-Up Parade, but we can live with the Pop-Up Parade. And then we have Gyro Zeppeli from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I do not recommend these posable JoJo figures. They're called the Super Action Statues. They really aren't that great. So if you're looking for JoJo figures, maybe stay away from the Super Action Statues. But yeah, anyway, that's that shelf. Moving on to my final shelf of my collection. All right, I am lying on the floor for this, so we're gonna keep this brief. On the left here, we have a Rem. If you are a figure collector and you do not own at least one Rem, your collection is incomplete. It's just how it is. You need an obligatory Rem. I don't even like ReZero and I own a Rem. Come on, what's your excuse? But if this is the only prize figure I own and the cheapest figure that I ever got, she's really cute. I like her wearing Super's jacket. But, okay, I'm gonna be honest. I did not register the fact that she wasn't wearing pants when I bought her. I understood she wasn't wearing pants, but I didn't go, oh, wait, she's not wearing pants. That's a little weird. But I bought her anyway. Well, I didn't know, and then I bought her. I was like, oh wait, she's not wearing pants. But it's fine. I have way looter figures than her. You saw. And then next to her, we have the Gray Duckling by Onmi. Now, she is a original character figure. She's the only original character figure that I have. And she is beautiful. Like, I love this figure. It kind of pains me that she's all the way on the bottom because of how pretty she is, but like, I don't have a lot of space, and you know, like, I needed to give the prime real estate to some of the other figures that I have. Maybe I'll do a little rearranging and she can get some more love, but until now, she just kind of sits on the floor. Alright, so that was my figure collection. Make sure you guys leave in the comments down below what you thought of it. And now, I also promised my manga collection, so we're going to take a look at that. Here is the full collection. I have 3 shelves right now. Also, this bookshelf is like massive. It's like taller than me, and it keeps going down, but there's nothing really down there. But yeah, my manga is just gonna keep going, and eventually I'm gonna need a stepladder to get to the ones at the top. But anyway, let's start with the top shelf, which I can barely reach. Alright, here's the first shelf. Not a whole lot of volumes on here. We have 6 volumes of Akame ga Kill. It starts at volume 5 because I read volumes 1 and 4, like I borrowed them from like a library, and I just haven't picked up 1 and 4 yet, or 1 through 4 yet, excuse me. But Akame ga Kill is a great series. One day I'll finish it. I'm not gonna really like talk about the manga too much. I'm just gonna like itemize what's in the collection. I'll talk about all these series in like actual review videos eventually. But moving on, we have 4 volumes of Bungo Stray Dogs. I'm probably not going to collect more of this one. It's okay, it's just not really what I read. And then we have 5 volumes of Chainsaw Man. There's more Chainsaw Man, don't worry, but this is just the start of it. So yeah, that is the top shelf. Alright, moving on to the second shelf. Now, I'm like brushing up against the Detolf right now, so as we move along, the angle's gonna get more and more absurd, but for right now, we got a head-on look. So we have the rest of Chainsaw Man, and then 4 volumes of Citrus. Now, I am a Yuri fan, but this is the only Yuri manga that I actually own. And I really want to collect the rest of it, but 7 Seas, it does not have good distribution. You will hear me complain about that for the rest of this video. So anyway, hey, speaking of 7 Seas, Class from the Elite, haven't read this series yet. The thickness of these books is very intimidating, but I will read it all. Wish I had more, but 7 Seas in their distribution. Moving on to 2 volumes of Demon Slayer. I just own 2 volumes of Demon Slayer. I'm probably not going to buy any more. It's not that it's a bad series, it's just shonens have to like have a lot for me to like it. Like, I like Chainsaw Man because it has a lot that I like, but Demon Slayer just doesn't really like hook me a lot. Anyway, moving on to 6 volumes of Don't Toy With Me, Miss Nagatoro. This series is really good, really cute, really wholesome, and if you like romances, you should definitely read it. Moving on to 13 whole volumes of Food Wars. There's a little bit of a gap where it like ends at 6 and starts at 30 because back when, like, in 2020, when the anime was about to air, I had just finished season 4, and I really wanted to know like what happened in the manga. So I started picking up the manga, and actually, because of the anime getting delayed, they actually released the last couple volumes of the manga before the anime aired, which is a little unheard of in like America for English releases. So it was really interesting that I got to read all the manga before the anime came out. Well, not all of the manga, but the other parts. And I'm picking up the rest of the manga so I can have them in the background of the Otacooks. Again, you should watch those videos, please. Then we have 3 volumes of The Girl in the Arcade, or actually all of The Girl in the Arcade. This series is not good. I don't recommend it. The ending is very bad. Just, it's very ecchi too. And here we go. I only picked this one up because the main girl has a ponytail, because I am a slave to my interests. Moving on, I'm gonna try to slide my way in here. Okay. This is the best angle I can get you, but this is 13 volumes of My Hero Academia. Now, I do like My Hero. This is a shonen that I do like. I love comic books, like Western comic books and superheroes. You can see my comic collection in the back of my videos too. I'm not going to talk about my comics today, but you can see them and you can know that I do like superheroes. But yeah, My Hero is just the best part of Western comics, and it gives this like manga flair. I will totally do a My Hero video, so stay tuned for that one. And then all the way in the corner over here, we have the start of Origairu. And the rest of Origairu is down on the next shelf, which we will be getting to now. Alright, here is the rest of Origairu, which you guys already know that I love this series. I literally talked about it in this video. Yukino #1. But next to it, we have Neon Genesis Evangelion Legend of the Pico Pico Middle School Students. If you missed that video, you should totally check that one out, and you will know exactly how I feel about this series. Right next to it, we have actually good manga, and that is Pokemon Adventures. These collector's editions are really good. I love that they're doing these, and they're super easy to pick up. Like, if you have any interest in the Pokemon Adventures manga, do yourself a favor and look into these manga volumes. This volume collects all of like the Kanto stuff from Pokemon Adventures. Like, it does all of Red's story, so it's one book purchase. You get like a full run. Like, highly recommend it. You should check it out. Next to it, we have all of Quintessential Quintuplets. I love this series, and I also kind of have disdain for this series. I was losing my marbles when I was reading this series. The ending is crazy, and yeah, I will totally do a video about it. Miko, best girl. Anyway, moving on, we have 8 volumes of Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai. Or, actually, the anime is called that, but the rest of the volumes all have a different name. We can just call it Rascal Does Not Dream of Blank. But yeah, I haven't read the rest of these. I've only read the first 6. And the 6th volume made me cry. So we'll get to the other 2 eventually, but I have to finish volume 14 of Origairu next. You could probably see it had a bookmark sticking out of it. Anyway, next we have 6 volumes of Slam Dunk. I also like Slam Dunk, another shonen series that I actually collect and actually do like. Yeah, I don't really like sports either, but something about Slam Dunk's really good. Hanamichi, the main character, he is a little annoying at times, but at least, like, his shenanigans are, like, he gets punished for his shenanigans, which I do appreciate that. Anyway, moving on to the Toradora collection. I have 5 volumes of the light novel and 7 volumes of the manga. Back to complaining about 7 C's. 7 C's. I don't know what you gotta do. Print more Toradora. Like, seriously. Get more of the light novels out there. Like, I only have 5 volumes because I can only get my hands on, like, 5 volumes. Of course, now that I'm complaining, you can probably get the 6th volume. Like, they probably printed more just because it's me and I'm complaining about it right now. But anyway, yeah. I've only read up to volume 4. I'll finish Toradora eventually. If 7 C's would print the books, I would finish it though. And then 7 volumes of the manga. Again, the manga is not that easy to pick up. I'm honestly lucky that I even have volumes 6 and 7. But, yeah, and I haven't seen the Toradora anime, but I will watch it eventually. After I read all the light novels and all the manga, after 7 C's prints the frickin' books. Anyway, enough of me complaining. We have the final manga on the shelf. A book that I have not read, Uzumaki by Junji Ito. I don't know why I bought this. Actually, I do know why I bought this. I wanted to get more into horror manga, but it's just been sitting here for like months now, and I haven't touched it. I'll get to it one day. But anyway, yeah, that was the manga collection. So, that wraps up my video. Hope you guys enjoyed looking at my collections. Please leave a comment, and also, if you're watching this video, like, just subscribe, you know? 90% of the people who watch these videos aren't subscribed, and like, that's crazy to me. Like, I make videos all the time, guys. Like, it's not like I'm just, releasing videos into the wild and then you'll never hear from me again. Now, you're gonna wanna be subscribed. I got a lot of things planned. I'm gonna keep making these videos. Don't you worry. This is not the last you'll see of me. But yeah, like, comment, please subscribe. And with that, sayonara.